evening, everyone. Good evening, Southside family. Thank you very much for marking your calendars. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much to those who have joined. Thank you to our
Your voice is very low. Can you please speak up? I can barely hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you very much. So, thank you very much, Adiola, Bilesomi, Bolatito, Lawal, and Grace, and of course, our beautiful participants. So, thank you very much for being here. Very quickly, I'd like us to type in the chat box how we are feeling at the moment. So, at the same time, wait for others to join before we start. Thank you. So, type in your name, where you're chatting from, where you're joining from, and how you feel. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Somebody says she's joining in from Lagos, but you forgot to tell us how you're feeling this evening. Yes, let's have more. Betty says she's in Lagos and she's feeling excited. Thank you very much. Let's have more responses coming. Thank you. Please let's unmute our mics as we are joining in. Thank you. Let's mute our mics as we are joining in. So, like we said, let us drop in our names, where we are joining from, and how we feel this evening. Let us drop that in the chat box. Thank you. I guess I'll start calling names. Okay. More people are now responding. Thank you very much for that. So feels just okay. I'm so sorry about. Thank you very much for joining in. Don't forget to tell us how you feel at the moment. Yes, Bolatito feels glad to be here. Grace is saying from Abakaliki she feels excited as well. Thank you very much for joining in. Let us remind our friends, our colleagues, our group members, let us remind them that the meeting has started. We don't want to miss this evening's session because I know we had last. Okay, so nobody's using the chat box. So that you still can't hear me. Okay, Hani has not responded in the chat box. Other Chinwe. That person is there. Lesson one call. Thank you very much for joining in. Please let us type in the chat box our names, where we are joining from, and how we feel this evening. Thank you very much. So we've started already. Thank you. somebody else has typed. Okay, Chinwe, thank you very much for joining from Abuja. And she also feels excited. Beautiful. So right about now it is 6:05, and I'll be going into our facilitators citation. I'll be reading that, and immediately I'm done with the citation, she takes the floor. Okay, so right away I'll be reading the citation of our facilitator. I was going to share it, but sorry, I don't know. Okay, let me just share my screen. If you can see my screen, please let me know.
I want to complete myself. That's why the follow talk. Ask this side power maker. I want to give a second man talk. Engineer.
So can anyone see my screen? Please indicate if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see it.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So you can see her beautiful picture there, right? So her name is Morufa Temitope Adeniro, and Mrs. Morufa Temitope Adeniro. She's fondly called Miss Tope. She's a passionate child care expert who specializes in early years education, inclusive education, positive discipline, whole child development, alternative schooling, and customer service delivery. She is also a CIMCN trained and certified parenting and life coach. Ms. Tucker believes in professionalism and continuous personal and professional development. She has converted her love for learning into passion for lifelong learning, while also enhancing the trade in children. Prior to her career in education, she has had many years of experience in one of the top banks in Nigeria, where she began her career and got experiences and training in professionalism, corporate culture, and governance, customer service delivery, and international trade. Her passion and love for children pushed her into switching and career in education through learning by first taking a volunteer job at Heritage House Montessori School. In addition to her science and engineering background, as a first degree from the prestigious University of Lagos, she acquired a diploma in infant toddler Montessori education from Heritage House Montessori Center and a master's in education in curriculum design, instruction, and assessment from Walden University. She has continued to receive trainings and certifications aligning with the values of continuous development and lifelong learning in many areas, but not limited to customer delivery, coaching and mentoring, emergency rescue, CPR, basic first aid, leadership, business management, child health and safety, child psychology, special education needs and inclusive education, positive discipline in ECE, and more. Ms. Topper is the founder and club coordinator of Fun to Learn Kids Club and a program for children. She has served as the PTA on the Pioneer PTA board of Sarah's Next Montessori School, an educational consultant to a varying school coach limited, startup preschool and consulting from respectively in Lagos, the classroom management and mentor for children prominent of that preschool, GRA Kenya. Currently, she works at the early years section in Multimeter School, as a classroom teacher in learning and ICT and numeracy curriculum. Ms. Software is very big on quality family time as she is a wife and mother of two. Her interests include learning new things, research and development, meeting people, reading, cooking, meeting, organizing, playing host, and helping others into capacity. Let us give it up for Ms. Software, our beautiful facilitator. That was a whole lot. This my session, she's loaded. So please let us welcome her with our favorite emojis to chat box as she takes the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Bridget, I'm not sure it's is that me that you were talking about? I'm not so sure anymore. I was waiting for the person to just come up. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in. And please, my name is Tope Adeniran. Let's try and make it a very interactive session. That's why, usually on the CTL tribe, we have our trainings on WhatsApp, but because this is supposed to be a practical session to an extent, we're here doing this as a Zoom session. So please, if you're here, can you please show me, type 1 in the chat room to show that we're ready to go. If you're ready for us to start, please put 1 in the chat room and say you're available. Type 1 in the chat room if you're available for this, if you're ready for us to learn together. Because as we start, we're learning together. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Adiola. Thank you, Essay. Thank you, Chinwe. Thank you, Bolatito. Yes, we're ready. So before we start, we'll start with a little poll. And I just want to know my audience, because usually when you're starting a chat, you should know the type of audience. I know we have some educators. I know we have some consultants. I know we have other people joining in. Can you all hear me? Please, yes, in the chat room, if you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, very good. Thank you, Adiola. Thank you, Idris. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen now. It's a tech session. I know we're not all tech savvy, but we're going to be starting with, so let me begin with the back story here. So there was a training we had at the American Embassy, which all of us could not go on the platform. However, some of us has gone. And as an educator, what we like to do best is teach others, and that's how best you learn. I know my profile said ICT lead in school. Yes, but we have levels. So when I went for that training, I saw something bigger than me, beyond the usual PowerPoint and Excel sheets we use and the Zoom sessions. And thank you, everyone. Thank you. And these Zoom sessions or seesaw we use in the classroom. So I felt it will, for the little I've learned, and as an educator, what helps you, as we tell our children, what makes the learning better is when you teach others. That's the height of learning. When you listen, you can absorb, you can forget. When you see it, you can forget. When you use it, yes, and then you stop using it, you lose the skill. However, when you train others, it helps you learn better, and the learning, that the learning has actually taken place, okay? So that's why we're having this session. So I know we sent it on the group. I know it's not all of us that are on the group, but for those that sent it, I'm going to post so I used some of the things I was learning there. In fact, this has helped me to learn better too. So I'm going to use some of the things I learned there, and that's why we're going to start with one of the tools I learned. I'm already putting into practice. And I wouldn't mind if you don't mind, you can share I want to see your video so I can feel who I'm talking to. Please, 1 or 2, some of you can put on your video so I can see your faces, please. So I don't feel like I'm alone in the class. Thank you very much. If you can. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. Who else is going to share their video so I don't feel lonely, please? All right. So I'm going to share my screen now, and I'm going to post a link on the link is like a barcode where you can scan. Once you scan it, you can take the post. Thank you, Adiola. Thank you, Idris. You're going to scan it with your QR code. It's a QR code. I'm going to share my screen now. So you can scan that QR code and then you take the poll. I'm also going to share for the, in fact, I think so can you all, if you can scan this, can we all scan this? If you can't scan this, please let me know so I can type the code for the quiz into the chat room. Okay, no, just let me type it stuff. If you can scan, you can use the QR code to scan. If you cannot, let me type the quiz. You know, it's a tech, so it's a tech class. So you have to have your phones and maybe your internet so that we can do things. So this is the code for the Multimeter. You need to log on to Multimeter. Let me copy the link properly. Hold on, please. So we're going to have you begin to take the poll. Please let me know in the chat room. I'm going to post the link as well as the code so we can take the quiz quickly. It's more than one question, so I need to move. Okay, here's the link. Okay, I posted the link. I thought you just put it's like you take the picture from the screen to scan. Somebody is asking a question in the chat room. You just take, have you been able to scan? Please, you can unmute your mic and let me know.
I can only screenshot, I cannot scan. That was what I did.
Okay, so is it working for you?
Well, no.
Okay.
Don't worry, let me so I want to type the link. Let the link be on the chat so we can copy it.
I've sent the link. I've sent the
let the link be on the chat.
I've done that. I've done that. So I've done that. So I'm going to stop share now. But what you can do if you like my phone. So this is one of the things. You go to your setting. You go find your QR code scanner. It's actually, if it's a Samsung, it's part of the settings. You just screen it. It's like you're taking picture on the screen. I was able to do that. So if you can find your QR code scanner on your phone, barcode scanner, some of us have it as part of the tools on the phone. You know, we don't know that, but it's there. You can find it and do that. So I'm going to stop sharing now so I can. Bridget, please, can you? Okay, no, I can stop sharing myself. All right. So are we there now? How many people are on the? Have you been able to start the chat and the quiz so I can? Okay. Oh, somebody said you can't scan directly while you use your phone. All right. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Another way they could use it, they could go to Chrome.
Anyway, if you can't scan, what do you say?
You can use another way to scan that barcode is on Google. Once they go to Google browser, the tab for search, there is a camera icon there. Just tap on that camera icon.
Okay.
Scan the barcode to take you to that.
All right, that's okay. I think you can use your. After I sent the link into the chat room.
Multimeter, right?
Yes, it's Multimeter, exactly. And then the link code is there. Okay, very good. So let's begin.
The first question.
You've answered the question. We have like about 5 questions. So are we all done with the first questions? First question, I mean. Okay, let's keep going. Let me go to the next one. So on question 2 now. Okay, we have a lot of classroom teachers, we have parents, and we have educational consultants. Okay, fine. Let's go to number 2. This one says, describe with one word your level of technology usage. Describe with one word your level of technology usage. Are we done with that?
The slide has not changed. It's telling
Okay,
us
so
to refresh.
are we done with number 2? I'm on number 2. Are you on number 2
No,
now?
number 2 is that one.
Your number 2 is done.
Number 2 is not on. It's not coming on.
Okay, can you see refresh on your screen? Can you click on refresh?
It's not coming on. It's still on the first one.
Telling
really?
us to refresh.
Okay, you're supposed to refresh so you can go to, because I have gone to number 2 on my screen. Okay, you know what? Let me change that. Let me make sure. Okay. All right, let me do something so that we can just take the without me changing and changing, because that's some of the things you can do with this this thing. This is one of the tools we're learning about. Okay, let me change that so that we can just do it all at once. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, by now you should be able to see the questions from 1 to 5 all by yourself. Is that happening?
Yes, yes.
You can see the question. Okay, so great. Let me not do. So for this app now, this is part of the learning process here. Now you can actually have it, when you set it up, you can set it in such a way that your audience can do it at once, or you can be the one controlling. If it's something that is a prerequisite, they have to do one first. We have a session, talk about something, or even in the classroom, or with any audience you have. Okay, I'll send the link again, no problem. But once you go to Multimeter, it comes up menti.www.menti.com. Then you put in the code. Are we all done? I just want to have an idea of and make it engaging for all of us. 4664-4200. I posted the link again and the stuff and the code. Okay. So let me just quickly check through and have an idea of who my audience is. That will help me. Oh, great. We have 9 participants, 5 slides. Okay. Okay, have learner. I have some experts. Oh, so those that are my experts, you're going to join me on this training session, so I won't be alone. All right. I have which best describe you. Okay, I have a mix of audience. Okay. Number 3. Okay, everybody uses Zoom. Have some people that use Canva, G Slides, Google Jamboard. Awesome. Google Doc, Microsoft, WhatsApp, Google Classroom. In short, very good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, then let's go on. I've gone through the apps. Okay, very good. Not really. Not everybody will be able to answer this one because not everybody is on our tribe. Which of the apps from the list posted have you explored? Zoom, WhatsApp, Duolingo, list not posted. Okay. Yes, we don't have the list posted for some. All right. So great. I just wanted to have an idea of what I'm going to be, if what I planned would work for me. All right, so let me share my screen now. Thank you everybody for participating. participating, and I'm going to be sharing my screen now. So we can start fully. Thank you for, all right. So this one, let me go back there. This one, can you see my own Mentimeter? So I can view the results here, right? And these are the results. So in the class, can we see my screen, please? Please let me know.
Yes,
if you
I can see your screen.
Yes,
okay.
I can
So
see.
these are the results from the poll. These are the results from the poll, which is something you can use during your training sessions or in the classroom for your children too. As they are doing it, as you're teaching, you can create a poll. You know, they like to use their screens and tab and all of that. As you're teaching them, they are answering and they are seeing the poll. For some that have correct answers, you can put it there. For some that is just a survey, we can look at it there. So this is it. Which of these best describes? So we have a lot of classroom teachers. We have school eds. We have educational consultants, and we have parents, all right? So which one word describes you? That one it's a ranking. So we have a lot of learners, we have some experts, and we have some novices. Very good. So we have a mix. And then here is a cloud. It's supposed to show me, So the one that is more highlighted or bigger shows the how much the one that is more popular. So Zoom, Canva, WhatsApp, in short, are the most popular one in this group, okay? And then we had that, I've gone through the apps, that's before the app. So 3 people have gone through the apps and some have not. So this is how your results will show you. And from here, in fact, I can start with this. This is like one of the quizzes that we can use for our training session. So it's called Mentimeter. When you start, you can do mentimeter.com, right? It will bring you to the screen and then you can start. Let me go to my own page. This is mine that I created and this is showing my results and my slide. So it will show me and it says the beginning will show you create a new slide. So if you look at the right side of my screen, it shows content. So you can click on it. No, I need to go out of this place. So let me go to home. All right, thank you for participating. Let me start again so I can see. So it's going back to my own page. So can you see this? If you can see it, please type 2 in the chat room. Once I go to my own page, once you log in, once you start with Mentimeter and you're able to, if you sign in, if you have it before or log in, so you come up with this, it shows you presentation, quiz, or survey. You can choose anyone. I chose a quiz, right? And that's when, if you choose quiz, it goes this way. So I'm just walking us through so that we can use it. You go to quiz, and then it comes up, coming up. So when it goes to quiz, it shows you content. So to the right, you see content, design, and whatever you want to do. Sometimes you don't have to recreate, so you can just use a template. It's showing, it will give you different slides, you can see. It comes up as a slide, just the way it is. And then it can show you blank. I don't find it easy to recreate other things because I always have something in my head. So I always use blank in most of the things I use. So blank. And then it asks you the type of question you want to add. For those ones that you had to type word and we saw some highlighted, that's a word cloud kind of question. So you can see it. So you have to choose, you type in your question here. How old are we? You see it here, okay? How old are we? It says you have, so you put up, are you rather? So it shows you here, that's the question. And then when people start typing the answers, it will come up like that. The one that had the Zoom and all of this is the type of one. You can also add image. If you see that some of it had image. So when you scroll, sorry, I'm not sure. Let me annotate so you can see where I'm going to. This is using Zoom. So this is where can you see the red dots? Please, you can unmute to answer me. Can you see my red dot to show you where I am?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is the question. You type in your question here. The entries and participants can type like enter more than 2, 3, more than 2, 1. So they can enter 3. You can also enable multiple submissions here. And then you click add image. For the ones that had image, I just put here. When you click it, it's going to bring out something. You can go to the image library. You can upload from your computer. You can do GIFs. The gift was the one that will show the dancing phone, okay? So this is self-explanatory, right? Am I communicating? Please, if you're getting something from here, let me know. Or if I'm going too fast, let me know so I can slow down. All right, so this is for this one.
Please calm down.
Please, I should slow down.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, thank you. I'll slow down. All right, so for the upload, the ones that had image in the Mentimeter we worked on, this is where I got there. I just went to upload image, and then I go to upload from computer, image library or gift. So if it says to upload from my computer, I just come here, click here, and then it takes me to my computer. And I can take pictures from my computer. Can you see that? I just take picture from there and move and upload it. It will upload where I want it to. If I want image from the library, I just click on it, and it will give me some images where I can specify what I want. Let's say flag. So it comes up with different flags for me, and I can put it. And when I click it, it goes on the page of that, of what I was doing, okay? So I can save. So it comes up on the page for me. Yeah, can you see that? So that's for this one. And then I go and I can close it. So this, my question 1 is done. So add the next slide. You know, we did 5 questions. So the next slide now, I can choose another type of question. I want the ranking, the one that shows first, second, just like this. I'll click it, the same method, type in your question and all of that. So can you see the ranking? Then I type in my question, and then I put the ranking. I want expert, learner, novice. I put it inside the items 1, items 2, item 3. So this, okay, so let me type it in. This will be expert. I'm just recreating what I did before. And this was the first time I too tried it, okay? I used it. I've always heard about it, but I've never done it myself. So it's it's kind of easy. Learner, and then I put it. So as I'm putting it, if you look at the screen, it's changing. So when you start voting, that's when the barcodes will start coming in. Okay, that's for this one. And once you could have typed and decided you don't want. Please, can we mute our mic, please? Bridget, please help out. So if you decide that you don't want to put it in the ranking method again, you can just come here and change it. It's going to change. Multiple choice question. So you use it, the expert learner has changed now, so you can put the other ones, and then your audience can choose it. So do we have any question on this? And then you can design your presentation. And when you finish, you can share. So when you click on share, that's where you get the link and the code. Can you see my screen? So what I did was I had done it earlier in the day, so I just kept it. And it also has download QR code. So when I was practicing, I scanned with my QR code to get to that place. It came up like that, and I scanned with my phone. You can also, as you have done it, you can go to present and just have a preview. Can you see you have options here? So you can preview your presentation, practice. That means you practice it by yourself and see how the audience will see it, and now what it will be showing on your screen. So this is that here. So that for education, you have to plan and prepare. So part of your planning process is seeing what it will look like, how it will go, so that you don't get disappointed in the classroom. So that is for this. Do we have any question on Mentimeter for those that have trainings? So for parents and here, sometimes your children will come with some work that have to do with quizzes. So this is how it's set up, and they answer the question. So the teacher is able to view all the answers together. Sometimes they share the answers with the class, right? And so the class is saying it and they're all excited about it. So that's one of the ways we make learning fun for your children in the classroom, okay? So let me stop share and see if we have any question on this one. Okay, no question. All right, so are we done with, so this is all about Mentimeter. So let me go. I think I started with Mentimeter because we had to take the poll. So now let me go to my main slide for the day. Let me share my screen again. All right. So, welcome. And then by the end of this session, although we had already started the session, you have some new information on resources used. You're going to resources, have some new information on resources pertaining to self-development, gain insights on tech resources available for teaching and learning, learn how to use some of these apps, and decide on which of the tools, at least two, you will explore further and use from today. Okay, so here's my to-do list. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the organizing tools. So if you see my screen now, is like I have what I want to do, and it's like a table that has different boxes. So this tool is start.me. The person, when we went for the training, so I'm going to share that. I don't have to do that. It's an organizing tool. So I'm going to, first things I'm going to talk about our organizing tool. So this is the person that trained us, and he shared some screen with us. So this is his own start. So when I got there, I saw this screen. I was like, oh, wow. So instead of every time you're training, you have to do PowerPoint, and then at the end of the day, you have to share. It's taking so much space in your cloud space or on your desktop. You can just use this startup and set up everything you want to do. Yes, please. Oh, sorry about that. Please, can you please your mic? So this is what his own screen looked like. So I was wondering how it was. So you can also, on this start.me, you can put everything you want. So I created my own. So what you do is you go to start.me. So I'm starting with the organizing tools from there. And we have so many things here that he gave us. You can agree with me that this is a lot of resources, right? So many resources. So here is start.me on this one. These are tax management tools. So it helps you to put your things and your thoughts together, just like I'm doing for this training, right? So this is what I put my notes, what I wanted to start with. I put my to-do list. So I put everything on the list. These are some of the apps I go to every time. So I can just come here. It's like my desktop, but you know, your desktop, sometimes you can't put URL on them and all of that. So it's like a working tool, you know, or a working desktop that I can just go and click. If I go here, I go straight to it. It's like my URL is there. So let me once you click on start.me, it brings you up to here. You sign in like usual, and then this screen will be blank, right? So when it's blank, it will now ask you to. So these are the page actions. And it says you can have to create 2 pages on this. So the pages I created on my own are, okay, excuse me. So I have 2 pages here. Let me move my Zoom. So I have 2 pages. If you see here, I said CTL, EdTech 2, and coaching. If I'm not using a paid version, I can only create 2 pages. But if I'm using a paid session, I can create more pages. So this is what I mean by paid 2 pages, 1 and 2. So here you see my pages, right? When I start, this is what it comes like. Okay, then it now asks me to add, fantastic. So when you log in, this is what it comes up at. So add widget, build page with wizard, import bookmarks. We all know what bookmarks are, right? If you know what bookmark is, please show me a thumbs up on the chat room. Bookmarks are on your computer. So if you know what they are, please show me if you use bookmarks on your system. Well, somebody said he has network issue. Oh, sorry about that. What didn't you get? Please let me know. Okay, I say thank you. You don't use it. Okay, so let me stop share and you look at my computer on. So if you go to if you're using a system or even your laptop, where you type your URL, there's always something like a bookmark, a small star there, where you know that search space where we type your HTTP or www something. You see, can you see where my cursor is, the red point? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, that is your bookmark. So because I use this start.me often, I can click on it. It will change. So it will ask me if I want to bookmark this, and then let me go scroll down. Sorry. So it's asking me if I want to bookmark. So as I've clicked it, it has bookmarked it for me. So when my plate is clean, I want to go there. So when you go to this part of your update, that 3 dots to the side, it asks you for bookmarks, right? So all the things you have bookmarked, that's things you want easy access to. You don't have to keep going to type the name or find it, or when you have said something before and it was very helpful, you can bookmark it and keep it there, just like you're storing your what they call it, URL, all the URLs you're using. Yes, so you put it there, and then you can come like this one. I've used it years ago. This is Brain Breaks for Children. So I don't want to start having to find that song that I use for my class children. I bookmarked it. So anytime I want to use it, I'll just check my bookmark and click here. However, with this, my stats.me, I don't have to set. I can just import that bookmark. I can just import that bookmark. Can you see where it says import bookmark? Click on it, and then it will import from your Google space if you want. So can you see from File, from Chrome? So this helps you organize your things very well. From Chrome, from web page, you import, it browses, then you import, and it comes onto your screen. This one says add widget. Widgets are those things that are on the format, on this place. So let me click on it now. So it says add widget or bookmark, right? So I click a bookmark. So here now I want to say, so like, let's see, let me see, like this Multimeter I use now. I'll just click on it. I'll copy the URL. I've copied it now. And then I can paste it inside that place. Where is that? Okay. So I'll come here and put the web address and add. I'm done. Okay, so I'm done. So anytime I need to use it, so this like that screen, just like what I've done, anytime I need to use it, I don't need to go anywhere. I'll just come here and click here, and it takes me straight there. Just the way bookmarks work here, but everything I can see at a glance, instead of me finding it and scrolling down in that place. That's how this startup works. There's also another version of this. It works like this, which is Padlet. That one you can even use. So if you are someone that does training, or even for this one, instead of every time you have to share slides, you can even have your online class here. So put everything, all the documents for the training, arrange them. You can name it. You can say this, title this, and say this is module 1. So you put all the modules here. That's some of the uses. You put module 1 here and you say module 1. So your students, your online students, you share the link with them. You know, they will pay for it. So you share it that this is their classroom. So you share with them. They will come here and do all the work they need to do from here. That way you're not having to do work all the time. You don't have to be present. You can just send it like a classroom. And like a training session like this, so if I want to talk about Slides Go, I've already put it here. I'll just click on it. I want to talk about many other things. I'll just come here and click on the link. I've imported everything. The way I just copied the URL, that's how I will do it here. I hope this is understood. Any questions on this? Am I making sense? Please, if I'm making sense, please type sense in the chat room. Let me be sure I'm not up by myself. If anybody has a comment, you can unmute your mic and say something and ask a question on this. If this is clear, I'm not sure. I need to be sure we're getting value. All right. Thank you very much.
But you need to be a little calmer. Take it slowly.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So let me calm down. Let me take a deep breath. All right. You see, when teachers are very, I just want my students to get it. We just talk. Boo, 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 boo. So let me calm down. Let me slow down. Thank you. All right. So this is for that. So I'm going to go to this page of this month, like this one now. What we sent on the chat on the WhatsApp group was this. This is the man that took us the training. So this is his own desk, his own screen as he created it. When I got there, I was fascinated with all of this. But lo and behold, I'm doing it too. So it's something we just practice and play around with and you learn more from, okay? This is his own page. So what I did to put is on my own. I just copy the URL too and put it there so that when I need to type, and when I wanted to open it up, I just came here, clicked on it, and it opened up for me, right? So it makes life easy. When you can, it's an organizing tool. So it allowed me to organize this session without creating, sometimes, you know, that PowerPoint, especially for those that are kind of, they want aesthetics, they want everything in order, you can spend hours creating a slide. But with this now, I didn't have to worry myself with slides. I just put, in fact, when you add widget, let me do that again. And let me go back to this other one. So here I want to add another widget, okay? I can go to my pages, create, okay, I can create new page. I can create new page, I'll type the title and then it creates for me. But that's not what I want. I wanted to create a, okay, add widget. Can you see to show me on my screen? So I want to add widget and I'll choose. So now I can choose my to-do list. I can embed. Embed means you can just link some pages on this one so that when you click it, it just takes you back to that one as opposed to opening it up. It just takes you to that other one. I can create my to-do list. I can create my notes, which is what I did there. So I had notes, I had to-do list so that you know that part of the PowerPoint when you say when you write how you're going to organize your training. So these are all the things you can do with this. And there's also Padlet that works like this on the organizing tool with that one. So the next thing we're going to talk about is, you know, as a teacher or a consultant in education, you have to have CPL, that's continuous professional learning and development. Can I move on from this one? I think and what will happen next is for you to explore it further. But at least I've told you the basics, how you can start it up, how you can create things on it and put all of this. Should I move on? Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, okay. If you have yes, that would make sense. It will help, it will make it easier. So if you have any question, you can just, so what I've realized, anytime you have to go for a tech, anytime you're going for a tech training, it's always better to have a device, apart from the device, if it's not physical, apart from the one you're using to listen. Okay, even when you're listening, you can use that device to be working along with, so that, because practice usually is easy for tech tools. For some of us, we can't, if we're not doing it as person is saying it, when you get there, you not get stuck. But if not, you can, if you always take notes well and you're able to practice on your own, then it's fine. But most times when you're in a tech class, you should just come with that, okay? I'm sorry we didn't say that on the group, all right? So the next thing we wanted to talk about is CPM, Professional Learning Development Tools. So when we went for the training, I found out that they said the American Embassy, they have allotted, part of their give back to the society is that they always train teachers. So these are some of the resources they gave us. These are some of the resources. So when you click on these things, it takes you to sites where you can have free trainings. Like this last one here, it says free online courses for entrepreneurship and leadership. If you click on it, it takes you straight to those places, and you have so many training you can do that is free. And from time to time, American Embassy trains us and gives training, which was the one, I don't know how I found that, but they have a Facebook page. So if you go to that Facebook page, you can follow them so you get information, all right? So I think, let me look for it. They put the link here. If not, I'll post it on the group or on my status so we can all join that link. So they have, say, for African Leaders Initiative. So many online courses here, right? So we'll just take time to go. You know, they said if you stop learning, that means you're dead. So we need to keep learning from time to time. So those ones, just go there, click on it and have it. We have so many courses. See, US Embassy and Consulate in Nigeria, fellowships, they have an e-library, even a physical library where you're allowed to borrow books and return them. You can imagine, anybody have an idea that was going on? I did not have that idea. I did not know anything about that. But just to say, we have a free online course. And some of the other tool I was able to put on my own. For those that teach in British schools or need things that are related to the British curriculum, there's this thing called PSGN. If it's a school, your school can enroll for it, and then they would, this is what it looks like. So it has a lot of training topics, modules, courses for teachers that helps you in your classroom. So for my school has is part of them, they've paid. So we have a code that we used to log in, and we take courses from time to time. Some of their courses are here. And then you have your learning portfolio, you have to join in. So they give us a lot of training here. So these are some of the training tools you have. They just teach so many things. You see there's 1 to 50. You go to the next one, so many topics: motivation, engaging learning outcome, lesson planning, lesson management, all of that. Leadership, for those that are our school leaders, there's leadership, using technology, reflective teaching, everything is right there. So there are so many things on it. I was able to put it here so that when I need to go, I can do that. Those are some of the learning tools. So the next thing I want to talk about are graphic tools. Do we have some people that are passionate about graphics here? So the man was able to give us a lot of, he gave us some things that we could use. And what I use usually is Canva, and I put it on my screen. I use Canva, and I use it to design things like, let me show you some. Sometimes when we have parties, you use it to design your flyers, you use it to design your invitation. So let me show you some things I use to design. Let me just open my Canva so that you can see it. So where's my Canva? Okay, so see, I've put it on my startup, so I don't have to look for it everywhere. See how fun it is to use startup. So here's my Canva. Once just the way we do it, you put canva.com, and then it tells you to sign up. So you can either use your Google, you continue with Google, or type your email address and put password. So it gives you all these options, and then it comes here and tells you to create. It gives you templates that you can use. So for you can use so these are the templates. You want to create Instagram posts, you want to create so many things. I've been creating, so I can go to my projects. All right. Oh no, let me not go to my project. So these are designs. You can choose some designs. It gives you design folders. You have images that you can choose from. Okay, so let it load, and then now. So these are some of the things I've created. This is a school assembly. I just created an invite for the parents, and I used this Canva to design this by myself. So you can actually choose a template and just design it out of it. So we'll practice now and see these are graphics. And I think a lot of people, out of all the ones they chose, I looked at Canvas because it's a lot. I've not been able to go through everything, but I chose some of it. Yes, you'll get some of the links. That's it. So you can press. So I was able to create this. So let me try and create something else from this. So if you look at under, you can see add page, right? So I click on that. So if I add page, I can actually choose any other design I want. You want to invite somebody for birthday party, you can just choose this one and edit it, or you can create if I don't want this one, I can remove this. Let me stop analytics. Okay, so I've been able to remove that, and then I can now put my own picture. For you to put your own picture, if you go to the left side where my cursor is, you see upload. You see upload, you see text, you see elements. Those are things you can add. So if I say upload, I don't want to use this. I want to put my own picture. So I have some images already uploaded. Okay, am I logged in as my? Yes. So I have some images uploaded. I can just copy it. I'll click on it. And then it comes here. And then with the cursor, when you click on it, it shows you the movement cursor. So click on it. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, and then you can move it. Okay, I've done two, so I need to delete one. I pasted it twice. So this is there. You can move it with this like a cross arrow, the linked arrow. Move it with that. It takes it up, it takes it down. Okay. You have to make sure you're clicking on that. You can edit, click on it here and type what you want. You can change your writing style with up here, the font size up here. You can change color here. Am I still going too fast? You can change color here because there are a lot. I wanted to just touch on a little of everything. So before we miss.
Go on. Go on. It just came to my mind that this thing is recorded. So we can pause and whatever on the video when they send it. That's better. So we want to slow you down.
All right. Thank you, Adiola. Okay, so here I want to change my color now. I can come here and change the color. Or this, no, sorry, change the writing here. I decide to choose another writing here. So this is what I wrote. I want to change this from birthday party to Christmas party. I didn't like the write-up, but it's now I can expand this to make it longer. Come on, do it. I can expand it to make it longer from the sides here. Oh, Grammarly, please leave my screen. Okay, I'll just highlight it to change the write-up. So you can change your fonts from here. I don't want that. I want coded book to change it. Can you see it has changed? And then I can change color from here. I can make it bold from here to give me all the things I want. Change my color. No, I don't want it to change color across all pages. So you can, I added the page, so you can change all the color across all the pages or just change the one you want, okay? So anything you want to change, you just explore and get that there. Look for you can upload your pictures. Elements are these other things, like these balloons and all of that. So it will give you, when you go to elements, you can add what you want or remove what you want from there, okay? So let it come up. In fact, you can delete everything on this thing and start your own from afresh, right? Because you don't want any of these things here. So I can decide that I don't want this seed again. I delete it. And then I decide I want to put this one. So when I want to put, I'll just tap it and put it. Just tap once because it's. And then you can move it to where you want to move it to. Okay, I can decide I want to put this graphics now. That's how you design. Just explore and keep. And there's paid version. Paid version does not allow some things. When it doesn't allow those things you want, it will put, there will be like a crown on that thing. So these stickers now, I want to see, so it show me, see all the stickers. And then it shows me a lot of, elements again. So can you see the ones with the crown? That means you can't use them because it's not a paid version. That one you have to pay for. So if you are using the Pro and the Premium, it will not be, you won't have to pay for it. So I can only choose the ones that don't have crown to use here. That's how you do it. And then when you're done, assuming this is what I'm done, I can go to share. Click on share. You will download from there. See download. You download it and it gives you option of how to download. Do you want it as a PNG file? Do you want it as a JPEG? Do you want it as a PDF file? It will give you all the options and you can select per page. I have 2 pages here and want only 1 page to print. I just click on the page I don't want and the other one, I want that one to download and print and it's going to do that. Then you download. It will download on your laptop or the device you're using as you're into your download on that device. You can also share this copy the link and share with somebody if you want the person to edit. And this one, you can also have a team, but that's for the paid session. You can create a team. That means maybe the people you're working with, you want us to create things together on this. You just, when you come to here, you add, people would access, you put the person's email and all of that, and then the person will be able to work with it from there too. See, like now I have some other people I've added here. So when they get the invite, they will get the invite in their email and they can work on it with you. So this is that for Canva. So you can get to exploit some more. Just go to canva.com and you're good to go. Any question on Canva, you can type it in. I think we're done here. Am I making sense here? Is this okay?
Making sense. You're making sense.
All right, so let me stop share. The other thing I wanted to look at is, let me go back there. Okay, so I'm going to shut this down now. And then as you're working on Canva, it saves automatically. It saves in your project. Anything you do, it saves, it just keeps updating. So in the case you've created a template and you don't want that one to go, just add another page instead of working on that first page. If not, it's going to keep editing all the things you have done. Okay, so if you want to do a different design, then you want them to compare which one they like the most, you just move on to that. So part of what so I've talked about that one. Another graphic tool, another thing that I found interesting was that background remover. Where is it? Let me go up there. Yeah, they arranged the zone in different ways. So I didn't want to have to start creating all of this all over again. Yeah, they arranged the zone. So I talked about graphic. And this one, I like this home photo. I was able to, I'll just type an instruction and then it's able to create a photo for me. So I might just say, I want, so create a design. You can edit a photo. You can also create a design for, and I like the fact that I can use it as a web tool. I don't have to download the app. That's why I like Canva too. I can use them as a web tool. I don't have to download the app, okay? So here now it's saying create a design. I can just type and decide that I want, let it come up. I can create, like when I was practicing, I just put, see, it's almost like, I use it like Canva. So they do the same thing. You create the design you want. It can say exactly like Canva. So I don't think we need to go. So if you don't like Canva, you can explore photo too, like you want. You can see all the flyers here. So it's almost like they do the same thing. So I don't think we need to explore this one more. Let's move on. Okay, so we're fine with this one. It's the same thing like Canva. And then my AI creations, yes, that's a part of this one I like better. This my AI creation is just going to, you're going to type in what you want it to create and it's just going to come up with it. So when I create, I can see this person, I put, create a picture of somebody backing a baby and then it came up with this design for me. So can somebody type what you want us to create? Can you see from here? Let me do my annotate so you can see where I am. So yeah, it's from text, from image. So it says here from text. So let me see. Do you have any questions in what should we create? Where's my chat? Bridget, please, can you help me read it? Okay, I can find it. What do you want us to create? Father and child. Okay.
Yeah.
So where are you? Where are you?
Okay, yeah, father and child.
Okay, somebody said mountain climber. Okay, so let's see.
Somebody is also saying create a picture of a mountain climber.
Yes, I saw that. So let's see. Okay, so you go down and you see generate. So sometimes, you know, those times when you're just tired, you're looking for images and you're not just getting things from all those Google and everything, just come here, type something, it will bring it up for you. You can edit and just, you see, father and child. I want an Asian father and child.
So beautiful.
Yes. I want an Asian father and child.
This is beautiful. I love this.
Yes. And it will, just to tell you that before now, I did not even have an idea. Oh, see. Oh, because I'm specific now, so I have to pay. Which one do I want? Do you understand? So I have to go to vet version if I want specifics. I have to go to the paid version. Okay, let's do our mountain climber. Let's see what it gives us. Hey, it seems I finished using my trial. I have to go and do paid version, you see. I've already done two, so no more free. Nothing is free in free time. So I finished using mine, so you can explore from image. This is a new one. Open an image. I finished using my freebie is over. So free.
Nothing is free, really.
So at least we have an idea of how to use this one. Some of the other ones it showed us there. You can change your background. So let me show you what I did. So I had this picture on my, let me show you. Let me stop share, then I can share that. Can you see my images now? I've gone away from that. Is that what you're saying? What can you see?
We still on the.
Okay, so let me stop share. Okay. Use something I did with that image remover. So let me share my screen. This is my document. So I took this picture right here that I'm clicking on. Okay, my screen is still clear. Okay. So I took, this is my classroom display. So I took this picture and I used this picture. Can you see it now? Okay. So let me go back from here. Stop share. So I did that. And then I went to one of the app about the background remover. And then I removed the background and I got this. I was just trying to play around with things so that I would see. So I got this. Am I sharing my screen or I'm just talking?
I can't see your screen.
Okay, I'm coming. So I changed, so can I now? I removed everything around it and I just have it. Oh, it's coming up. It's saying, can you see it now?
Yes.
So
white, blue, something love, blue and red.
So I removed strawberry. Yeah, so if you did you see the picture before now and this one now? You can see all the one with the cutting, with the tree, everything has been removed. So the tool I use is part of those ones on the graphic. Well, I'm going to share that link on our pages so that you can go there and just copy and then be able to use all of those things. So I'm able to remove background. So when you get picture and you're not liking what the background is looking like, you can do this and then just remove that. So I'm going back to where we are. Any question? Is it making sense? Are we getting value? All right. So now I know the parents would like to hear this because I know we have some parents. So let's not use all these texts. Okay, even parents, you need all of this because you have to do your business, market. It can be valuable for you at work. So let's go back to our tech tools. So yeah, this one is for online. So what's the next thing on my to-do list? I want to quickly run. Okay. Graphic tools. Okay, so maths and related subject tool. For that maths and related subject, I just chose, I like that photo maths. I like this photo math. You can even open and close it. I like the photo math. So what you can do for that one, it's an app. You have to download it on your system. And then when you download it, it's there. So when you have like an equation or word problem, you know the way we scan our barcode, you just like take a picture of that equation and it will come into that app, and then it will solve it for you. Isn't that cool? So can I even share this link? Let me click on it. If I can post it for us to just, okay, so photomat.net, you can download it. Let me put it on the group for those that don't. Once you download it, you can just, parents will like that one. Anytime the math is giving you a big problem. I don't know, I didn't even ask how many minutes we had, so I could have been, okay, so this is it. You can download it. Once you download it and it's on your phone, you can have an equation like 9x plus y equals to 5, solve for x, solve for y. It's going to solve it for you, give you the steps, give you more explanations, give you so many things about it that, in fact, give you types of other questions on all of that, okay? So this would work well for parents, for teachers, and for teachers, I think it also helps us to create questions and all of that. Hello, I feel like I'm alone. Is that fine?
You're not alone.
Okay, so are we downloading that? I have it on my phone. I've downloaded it and I was able to solve it. I did look for LCM. In fact, even if you have system, yes, we have a lot, but I don't think I'll just mention. It's the things I feel is a lot, but we can't go through everything. So I'm just trying to pick the ones that can be very useful so that we can move on. So just try and download this photo app. You can even, you see this thing on the screen, like this QR code. When you scan it, just put your phone on it, scan it, it will come up on your phone. You say open in web browser, open in Google Play or whatever, that Play Store in your phone. It will download and then you can move on from there. So when you have word, if you can put word problems, that means sentences. You can put equations, like the one I typed to test it. I just will find the LCM of 4, 6, and 2, 6, and 12. And it gave me a solution with explanation, with all of it. So that works for that one. Because we don't have a lot of time, let me move on. So we're going to go on to, has anybody been able to download it? Lesson planners or lesson planners. The one I use for lesson planner is ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT. I have it on I even opened it on my system. So one day I was trying to, like in EYFS, you have to have long-term plans, short-term plans, and medium-term plans. That's long-term plans for the whole session. What are you going to teach the children? So you go to your standards. Those are the EYFS framework. If it's Montessori, you go to the Montessori curriculum and just say, on that ChatGPT, let me open it for you. Let me stop sharing. This is what my ChatGPT look like. It will give, when you open it, it will give you a link to go to. I've not put that one on my distance. Okay, so this is my ChatGPT. So it's chat.openai.com. So when they ask you, you have to log in with your name and all of your email, and then it will send a message to your email for you to open and verify. And once you do that, you come here. So what I did, this is what I did. I just put here you do new chats and type what you want. What do you want to create? So an example of what I had done before was, I said you should create numeracy EYFS long-term plan for me. So see my question. Can you see my screen? Am I sharing my screen?
I can't see your screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we can't see your screen.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go back
there. Please.
Okay, so here it is. Can you see my screen now? Okay, still sharing. It's loading. Okay, so let me annotate it. So this is the link, chat.openai.com. It's called ChatGPT. When you type ChatGPT, it opens this way. And this is the logo. Okay, so it comes up. So I was trying to create a long-term plan. That's it. So see my question, generate numeracy long-term plan for EYFS reception class. And voila, it gave me all of this. So even divided it term by term, because it's 3 terms, your long-term plans go in 3 terms. First term, second term, and third term. And it broke it down for EYFS, they use autumn, Easter, and spring, and whatever it is. So it broke it down for me, told me what I'll be teaching. So it's these ones, 1, 2, 3, that I'll now break down into my lesson plans. And I can also ask it to create a lesson plan for me. It's going to give me that. I'll put a 50-minute lesson plan and it will create it for me. Can you see, it gave me topics that I'm going to be teaching for each of the terms. Isn't that cool? I didn't have to think. I didn't have to start looking for any document anywhere. And then I asked it to create an ICT lesson long-term plan for me too. It did that for me. So this one, all I have to do is just copy it in my book, paste and copy, paste and lo and behold, you know, everything that has a pro has a con too. So your children, so when you tell them to write essay, they'll just come here and type it in, plan, and they generate a copy and paste and send back to you. So nobody is thinking anymore. Ooh, I like that. However, if you want to copy that from your children, there are other apps that check whether the child has used AI or something to create it. So let's go there to check the link. We're going to post all the link on the chat. So did we get that? Have we copied that link? chatgpt.com. It will now open as openai.com. So it can help you create lesson plans, long-term plans. If you want a specific lesson, you can even ask it to create plenary sessions for you, how you start your lesson and how you end your lesson. For parents, how to teach a child to do blah, 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 blah. You type it in. How to teach your child to sit down straight. It's going to come up with something for you. So we're done with Chat API, and there are other things you can use on that one. So there are so many links there, and there are some of the videos are there for us to use. Parents will be excited to learn about this one too. Kids safety and kids safety online. So there are some of the things you use. These are these ones. Let me stop sharing. Am I sharing? I'm all even confused. Okay, so where's my screen? Am I sharing my screen? Let me stop sharing. I'm not sure which of the screen I'm sharing anymore. All right, so I wanted to talk about kids online safety. A lot of our kids are online now, so we have some safe search engine. And I just discovered, you know, we always have Google Kids, right? So now there's this one called Quant, this Quant search engine. When you click it, it doesn't, let me open it up so we can see it. So it says it doesn't, you won't have to worry about things popping up. It won't, is the search engine that doesn't know anything about you. It doesn't save your record so that other people now start sending things. You know, sometimes you just click to browse about something and then other things are coming up to just disturb you. When you use it, it doesn't pop up things for the children to start seeing sort of things they're not supposed to see. So it's kind of safe for the children. And on that site, there are other ones too that make sense for the children to use. So these are some of those search engines that are safe for us. Oh, I have some questions in the chat room. Okay, we're rounding off soon. All right, so let me quickly rush. We already know about the language classes, Duolingo, how to use Duolingo. Duolingo has now, before I used to use it on my phone to learn languages. It teaches all sorts of languages, Yoruba, Spanish, everything. No, I don't think I've seen Yoruba there, but Spanish, all those Colombian languages are there. And then now it has turned the way you can use it, even as a school, you can use it now. So you just do Duolingo, and then you go to Duolingo schools, type in the name of your school, and then you start working. It has turned to a learning management center, and like a learning management, like Google Classroom sort of thing. That's how the Duolingo is. You know, when you share passcode for the children to join your class, you're able to monitor their performances and all of that. And the other thing I like here is this story online. This story online, I like the fact that I don't have to download the app. I can use it straight from the system. And what this story online is that you have many books where celebrities, international celebrities are reading aloud to the children. You know the importance of reading aloud to the children. So that is what that one does. So you can go there anytime you need to read stories to your children, you get it from Story Online. So one last thing I wanted to do, yes, there's this one, Natural Reader. You know, sometimes some children don't find it hard to read. So instead of some speech to test, this is what you can use. You can use that natural reader. So here it is. So this is what I used it to try. So when I downloaded, the natural reader is on your Google. So when you download it, it will go to your Google. Okay, let me come back. I think I'm rushing too much, but I want us to finish in the next 5 minutes because I can see Bridget already telling me we're stopping at 7:30. So I just want to quickly share some important things with us. Okay, so I was here. So now we're on the one that sometimes you're in the classroom, you can't read, so you want your children to do it. They can't read fast, so the thing will just read out to them. It read aloud to them. So this is Natural Reader and is a Google tool. So when I downloaded it, let me annotate. I like to annotate so you see where I am. So when I download it, it said it was on my Google extension. And if you look at my where I put my URL, can you see this thing that looks like is it a flower or an ace? That's my Google extension. So once I click it, it shows me my Natural Reader. That is an artificial, it converts my text to speech for me. So see it there. So what I can do, let me go to, so I want us to practice. So you just go to your Natural Reader on your screen, and then that stuff I had created, those my words. What is this? Sorry about that. Okay, let me go back here. It's not this one. Sorry, I have too many things open, so it's a bit, because I didn't want to, okay, so this is it. So now go back to my screen. So you see this thing I've created. I want it to be read out loud, okay? So I'll just go to that extension on my, it's already on my extension. Where's so I click on it. I like to use annotate so you can see where I am. So here now, I go to that flower, I click it, and then I click on that Natural Reader. It will come up with, where is it? So it comes up with this. Can you see this screen? So somebody that is going to read it for me. And then I click on play there, and then it reads it out. So you can use that for the children that don't like to read and they need to do their work. So that thing just reads it out to them. So you can attend to other children, attend to other
My
things.
pages.
Okay.
Share.
What's it saying?
Notes. Hello,
okay.
everyone.
Can you see he's reading this to me? Continue.
Today, we will learn about different tech teaching and learning tools.
Can you see that?
Objectives. By the end of the session, you should.
So this is a tech tool that can read out things on your screen for you and help the children faster. So you can help. It can help the, sorry, somebody was asking a question. So that is that for that one. Did we get that? Please, if you're still with me, please let me know. Let me know you're still here. Please
yes, ma'am. I'm
okay.
still with you. I sent you some messages. I don't know.
Messages.
Okay.
Is that Bridget?
We are
Yes.
using one hand to
Okay. Okay.
Hello, I'm with
Yes,
you.
yes. I was
All
locked
right,
up for
thank
a
you.
while.
Oh, but I couldn't, okay, you're asking, I couldn't record because it was asking me to stop recording. I have to stop your own recording. We can't double record.
Okay, it doesn't look like I'm still recording here because I have now joined as a guest. Unless you make me a co-host back, so I'll be able to confirm it.
Okay,
thank you.
so let me do that. Let me stop sharing. Okay, participants. I checked it before. Sorry, guys. Make co-host, right? Okay, you have been done. That's been done. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is for the tech gurus and the ICT people, or the children that need to learn about coding and all of that. So here are the list. I'm not really an expert in that area, but I got some of the tools. So this is called code.org. My children use this. And when they also, like this one, when you click it, this W3 house codes, it gives you all the options of what different things they can learn. Have you started recording?
Yes,
so
ma, I just noticed
code.
that the recording is still on. So I want to, with Faith, I believe it's still the one that was recording before.
Yes,
Thank
okay.
you.
So this is learn to code. You can type what you want to. I don't know a lot about this, but I just realized that my children use this and they learn, they work on it, and the teachers are learning it. So it's an advanced person that will teach the children. I don't think it's for regular people like us, but it just shows that we can use all of this to learn, okay? And there are other things there under that one. So for those that are trying to go into coding in their school, teach their children coding, you can study Scratch, there's coding, all of this here for us to learn. And these are some learning management things. Another one I want to learn under learning management, especially for those that have nursery school, you can use Seesaw. Seesaw is just brilliant. Like Class Dojo is brilliant. All of it are Classroom. Google Classroom is for older children. Class Dojo is brilliant. However, you have to upload things on it. But like Seesaw, once you add that platform, instead of when they want to answer the questions, they have options of using their words, that's recording their video, answering on the system. The page will just come up like that and they will type the answers inside. So it's like the worksheet is right there in front of them, not like you have to upload the worksheet as Word document, they will download, they will upload it, but the worksheet is just there like that on the screen and they can type their answers inside. So we can explore Seesaw. So we don't have enough time to do all of that. Google is there for us, so many things, but you can agree with me, it's a lot. I don't think we can cover it in this small session. It's just for us to just learn some basic things and then move on. Tax management, we've done StatsMe. So I think I'm going to stop share now and let me see if we have questions, if there are other things you'd like to learn. If you want us to have another session, then we have specific things we'll have to come and discuss about, because I don't want to go beyond my time. So next time they invite me, they will not say this woman used to talk too much and use all our time. We cannot invite you back. So let me know how you're feeling. Let me know if you've gained something. Let me know if it was worth your time. Okay, Bridget, they were asking if what's, hello, am I alone? Oh, you feel loaded.
I'm with you.
Okay, please, let me, thank you, Faintola. Thank you, Odo Chinwe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So if there's something else you would want to share, we're going to share the, okay, in fact, let me put the link here now so you can copy it yourself and then we can explore it. When you explore, you can come back and ask me. I will share my details here. So anything you need, you can just chat up with me. Let me put my phone number. That's my WhatsApp number. Bridget, is that fine? Can I do that?
Okay. I believe so. I believe so. Yes,
okay.
Can always consult you for.
Okay, so let me put my details here, my Instagram, my WhatsApp number and Instagram page, so you can reach out to me, whichever one that is convenient for you. That's my number. You can reach me on at Fun to Learn Kids Club on Instagram, Facebook, and Facebook. And I also have a learning community. Okay. But that's okay, I think. And then the other one at Learning Community NJ. Please, if you have questions and everything, please, on IG and Facebook too. Okay, so let me post the link of that page so we can all have it and we explore them. We can come back and tell ourselves that, oh, this is what I learned, this is what I learned, this is what I know. And I'll go and get the first Facebook page when you and put it up on my DM on my status on WhatsApp so that we can all. This is the page where you get all the tech tools. That man's page. This is it, where he listed all the tech tools and everything and the sites we can learn from. Okay. So here is it. I hope we have enough time. Please, can you please share your. Okay, so please unmute yourself and ask any questions, say anything you want so that before we tidy up. Bridget has told me it's time. My host has told me it's time to leave this place. Any questions, any comments, please unmute yourself and let's talk. I feel it's too quiet. I'm the only one talking since.
You're wonderful. God bless you. You're wonderful, wonderful. You did a lot in that space of time. God bless you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, you said, how do you copy the link?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Well done. I'm quite impressed. I've learned a whole lot. Though I've been using most of the apps you explored, but I've really learned a few new ones like that photo math.
Okay.
I really don't know much about it, but I will have to explore it. But it's a beautiful one. Thank you very much. I enjoyed the class.
Okay, so something just came to me now. For the school leaders, there's something I'm still trying to learn about that. It helps us to organize your library, your school library or your home library. You can have it online. So it helps you to organize your library. You put all your books there. You can lend it out from there. You can borrow books. You can, it just gives you your physical library. You can put it on virtually using the ISBN on the books to organize it or find the books. I'm still working on that one to get how it works because my library in school even in the house, I have a library. It's messed up. So I think that would be a good one. It's called Libby. It's on that one. So it just helps you to organize your library. I just love that. I think I'm going to explore that. So now I want you to type in the chat room, which of the apps would you like to explore more? At least 2. If for those that are just novice, for those that are experts, anyone you just learned, can we type in the chat room the ones you just discovered and the ones you will explore more? Fentola's hand is up. Yes, please, Fentola.
Yes, thank you so much. I was wondering how you are teaching so easily like that. It's like anyway, it has been part of you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. My question is, you keep on mentioning that we are going to have access to a group. Is there a particular group that created or that the organizer have created for this?
Yes.
So that we
can ask questions? Yes, the organizers, Bridget will talk more about that. Bridget, I think that question. So we have a group because the owner of the group of this session is a mentor and a coach. So she mentors education consultants, coaches, and she has sessions, free sessions, paid sessions where you get to develop yourself and do so much more, right? So it's on that group we have access to this thing. So sometimes when this type of trainings come up, we share with the public. However, most of it is going down there. So you can, I don't know, Bridget, is there any more you want to add to that?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. You've said it just perfectly fine. We have sessions that we usually organize, and thank God this one is coming back to back, because we have a whole lot of content that are so much for us to even explore. Yes, so hopefully we'll even have another session next week. Can you hear me?
Fentola, they said we're having another session next week. Oh, I think, okay, still here.
Yes. So,
Okay.
the only reason you may not recognize that there is a group is if you were, added here automatically, or you were probably shared a link to the WhatsApp group. But then there's supposed to be a link that is supposed to take your information. That's Sital Tribe link. So it is from that link. After filling that form, rather, then you'll be shared to this group where we have the Sital Tribe. That is where we now share links to meetings. So we may have to double check, ma'am. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. So, Bridget, do you want to read? Okay, Ogechi said it's been enlightening. Bridget said you would like to explore photo and Canva more. Somebody, Blessing said she'll be exploring home photo and start.me. ChatGPT and Canva was Esther, very good. Adeyemi says Photomat and Duolingo. Natural reader, I love that natural reader too. It just made me think I'm going to be lazy now. I'll just put a book online and they start reading to the children. I'll just be sipping my tea in the classroom. Ha, ha, ha. Hey, Photomat and natural reader. Okay, thank you, Essay. Thank you, Do. Thank you so much for an engaging session. I'll be exploring Mentimeter, Photomat, Duolingo schools and starting. What fantastic. It just gives us, I like the fact that it's at the beginning of the session. So it just gives us things to just dig our heads in, and you come, it's like you're resuming with something new and everybody's like, so your holiday, you have used it for something. Okay. Adelmi, yes, sir. Is that, yes, that's a sir. Adelmi Olusegun Daniel, yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, sir, good evening.
Well done for introducing us more to the tech world. Peradventure, I just want to ask, can we get the video? Because at my hand, the network is fluctuating, so I virtually get all. But I've noticed
sorry
all
to
the
hear that. Okay.
All right.
And
okay, we will see to that. We'll see to that. So we have a recorded ongoing. Once it is well drafted, we will communicate on the group. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bridget, over to you. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Oh my God, it was a really, really power-packed session. And from what people have been saying, from your feedbacks, from your interactions, I mean, your participation as well, it's obvious that you've had so much fun while learning. And you've not just had fun on this training tonight, you've also learned a whole lot. I mean, even I had, one or two apps that I used to use on a daily, I was able to even get introduced to more that I can't wait to start exploring. So thank you very, very much, dear facilitator.
I just remembered something. I just remembered thing, Bridget. Bridget, we had that training. You should have facilitated this thing with me now.
Hey. Yes, now we did it together.
I just remembered.
We did it together. Yes, thank you so much. So please, one more time, let us give words of appreciation to our facilitator in the chat box. And of course, you are free. If you want to do that with your mic, you can please unmute and let's do that once. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then further information about other trainings will be dropped on the group chat. Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you so much. I think we should just do this way. Let us all unmute and say thank you to our facilitator. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the exposure. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
So thank you very much, ma'am. We can start leaving the call. Further information will be dropped in the chat, in the group chat. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.